Yeah, just really proud of this squad and the way they came out. And I think, after yesterday, we knew we were going to learn a lot about ourselves and really just in the way that we responded. What win, lose, or draw, it was going to be about our response. And did we come out ready to fight, or were we be discouraged by the outcomes yesterday? And so I thought they did a great job of, even after getting down early, there was no panic. It was just a lot of trust. Let's do it together. Let's answer back. And really I thought a great team effort all the way around. And against, a great pitcher, a great team. They're really good. They swing it. They do a lot of things really well. And it was just about, I think staying within, focus on ourselves and our dugout and what we do well, and getting the big punches early. And I think also just big credit to Aspen. She got better as the game went on, especially after that first inning, and she just really locked down and kept us in the fight long enough to get her some extra runs. So proud of her, proud of the group, and I think just overall proud of the fight and the resiliency that they showed today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the defense too as well. You can't ignore the way they were able to help out Aspen with those plays with Briley and then Nadia at the end. What do you say about the way they were sort of getting behind their pitcher?
Yes, for sure. And I think just locked in and willing to do whatever it took to keep us going and keep us in there. We couldn't see Nadia's catch. It sounded like it was really good, but from our vantage point in the dugout. But Briley's catch was huge, and making the routine plays is huge. And I think that's something yesterday that got away from us a little bit. But I thought just the overall focus, the intensity, the way that we attacked, it was a lot more being on the attack, whether it was defensively or offensively, instead of being complacent and kind of sitting back waiting for something to happen for us.
How much does it help having seen a pitcher, especially a pitcher of that quality, already a couple of times you're able to really wait her out and work your walks?
It does. It helps, and that's even in the end of game 2, where yesterday we didn't win, but getting back to her and then having to bring her back in game 2 was a victory for us, because we knew just another chance for us to continue to kind of see how she was attacking, what her pitches were looking like, and knowing we'd get her today. I mean, she really does a great job of attacking. I thought we were a little bit more selective and aggressive in our plans at the same time, kind of that selectively aggressive approach. But both pitchers are having to throw kind of the same strike zone, and I know on both sides frustrated at times, but I thought our hitters didn't let it affect them too much and just really kept working away for quality at bats and kept kind of grinding out walks or whatever it was to find our way on base.
I know your team was really close, but when the outfielders and everybody's seeing Aspen give it all her that she's got in the circle, they are apt to maybe make that extra effort and get that diving catch or a good play like that.
Yeah, they definitely want to have her back at any of them. And when they see Aspen, even after she got hit hard yesterday and the first inning today, but she just really dug deep and kept fighting and wanting to fight for her team. And I think that just makes it even more fired up to have her back. And again, I think just the aggressiveness, the attack that we went out on today all the way around was just a big difference from what we saw yesterday.
Facing a pitcher of that caliber with Kennedy on their side, you'd seen her obviously a few times already yesterday. So what was it like just battling in there and with that familiarity here there today?
Yes, it was really good that we faced her yesterday, and being able to watch film this morning on her from the game yesterday and finding out what we needed to work on and fix. But we were also able to know what to focus on and what pitches we wanted to hit in that show today.
With your play at the end and Riley's diving catch,
Yes.
You always want to have Aspen's back as she was giving all she could in the circle.
Yes, she held her own today, and it's not always going to go our way. Sometimes they're going to get hits in places we're not. So when we're able to get those balls, we need to go all out. And today, Briley did that. The outfield did that. Everybody did that.
That double you had in the fourth inning, she was throwing a couple off-speed pitches there to start the sequence. You stayed in there and were able to time her up. What were you seeing in that at bat, and you were able to find the right pitch and drive it?
Yes, after those 2 changeups, I was like, okay, I need to stay late, and if it's fast, foul it off. If it's another changeup, I was ready for it. And just trusting myself and trusting the plan and the scouting report we did this morning, and it showed.
What's this one mean for you guys to take a game from a quality team like that going into a busy week of playing on the road?
Yes, it just shows that we're going to fight back no matter what. Yesterday was hard for us. It just going out and proving ourselves right today that we can battle with those types of teams and win.
Talk about the defense behind you, especially late.
The defense was great. I mean, they pumped me up every single time. And Riley's catch, I mean, I'm not one to show emotions on the field, but whenever you have a catch like that, like, how can you not? How can you not go crazy? And so, they're doing it every single time. It's routine for them, like in practice. They do it every single day. And so just to everybody else watching and seeing that, for them like putting in that work, I mean, it's just like totally paying off, and I'm so proud of them.
What kind of mental toughness did it take after getting knocked around yesterday, giving up that early home run, or actually a couple of early home runs here in this one, to just stay in there, and then you were able to really get into a groove in those middle innings?
I mean, it's a dogfight. It's going to be a dogfight every single day. It's the SEC. I mean, these are good hitters, and I mean, there were some that weren't going my way, but same for them. They didn't get the it wasn't going their way either, and so me and Nadia, and I talked to her. I talked to the whole infield before we were about to start the third inning, I believe, or fourth inning. And I told them, and I said, listen, they're a good hitting team. We know that. They're going to hit it hard somewhere. And I said, I obviously, I'm going to have to pitch it a little bit. My strike zone is a little bit more, closer. So they're going to hit it somewhere. So just be ready. Just be ready to attack. And so that's my game after the, third inning. I was just okay, just spin the ball, and if they hit it, so what? My defense has got me.
After falling behind early, what kind of confidence did it give you to go back out there, seeing Maddie put up that 3-run home run for you guys to make a brand new ball game, I guess?
That confidence, it really does. It takes a lot out of a pitcher whenever we can, when we get scores on the board. Even if it wasn't 3, at least 1, it helps us. And so I'm just really excited for Maddie, and she did amazing as always. And she doesn't get too big. She does her job, and she does it well.
Going into a real tough weekend, a tough week coming up with 5 games on the road. What does it mean to take a game from a team of this caliber?
Honestly, as long as we stay within ourselves, we've talked about playing together this whole weekend. Today, we kept saying it, let's keep it here. We're here together. Okay, I told Maddie, she was apologizing to me. I'm sorry I struck out. And I'm like, no, Maddie, you strike out, we strike out. I get a home run hit off of me, we get a home run hit off of me. And then we're going to come back. We're not going to fall down. We're going to keep fighting back.